My name is Franco Dominici, and the name of the company Segis is very unusual. A lot of people ask me what Segis means. In Old Latin means scranno, which means a seat. The style of Segis was to research, to look for new things, to look for a change on the furniture, on the seating. And the only thing to do this is to be surely most advanced with design. And only young, talented people or old, experienced men and women could have given us this help and success. But the designer has to be a good marriage with the company, understanding exactly what the company, but what the market wants. And together we usually make what we call a successful item. But the philosophy is that we have to fill the gap or the empty spaces of the market and giving also a quality and a name for the future. The Breeze was the first chair that Carlo Bartoli, when stepped in our company as art director, that was produced by Segis but designed by Carlo Bartoli. And the idea was that I am very concerned about companies that pollute, companies that produce just to produce. So I wanted a clean company, not only inside but also outside. And I say, I want a chair which has easy recycling materials. The second thing was we didn't want anything welded. Like this also was polluting the air. So we decided that the chair had to be rivet, shot rivet, with a less possible power used, a less possible smoke in the air. This chair has been very successful because it's simple. It's absolutely minimal to anything. Nothing is more or unneeded, let's put it that way. When I told you about pollution, I like to mention this first, because imagine the bending as you saw downstairs in one go. One piece of aluminum, one straight leg, one junction of aluminum, and also all this underneath, shot rivet, nothing else. The Compasso d'Oro to me was this chair, although I liked the Uno, the one they wanted, but I think it was a sort of a mistake by the judgment, because this was the real chair. So Breeze is still a chair that will remain for the years to come. Probably even when I won't be there, the chair Breeze is still there. First of all, I had met Odo Fioravanti, and I liked him. I liked the way that he thought of design, of models. And therefore, I asked him if he was willing to work for us on a project which was not easy. We wanted a chair which identified the company in technology, different to the others, value for money, very updated design, new. And Odo said, okay, I think everything has been done already, but there is space for something else. And so it asked me if I would give any more details. So I gave instructions of the market, what the market wants, but also what the competitions were giving. And this is very important to drive the designer to the right direction, because we've been producing for so many years expensive chairs, very expensive, very technical, but too expensive to make quantity. So I say it's got to be well designed, it's got to be very technical, different to the others, but with a very, very low price, market price. Otto Fioravanti understood very well what he wanted. And because he said to me, you have a factory in Vietnam, why don't we make a chair that recalls the dragonfly of China? This is the first prototype we made was in wood. And because we had to look at how the chair was looking one day. And so, but in this we could not sit. You see, it was different. The second was in resins, how do you call resins in English? We made a little mold, copying this, and we made a resin. In this we could sit. And again, the frame was different to the final frame because we thought it was strong enough. And imagine to do this by hand, like you saw the chair downstairs, it takes at least 2-3 weeks to a man. Then we thought everything was easy. Instead, believe you me, it wasn't easy because the oval tube wasn't easy to bend that way and sideways. So that way is much easier and you can see much perfect the shape of the plastic. But when you get here, then you find usually it's like when you, with your elbow like this, you get wrinkles. And to avoid these wrinkles, you need a special tooling inside the tube to make a perfect cornering of the tube. The other problem was how to hold such stressing seat on a balance. And so we tried with one first, is not here, the first model, and broke. We tried second one and broke. Eventually, the only way was to give an extra strength through and give an extra also inside the tube strength to overpower the actually strength of the tube itself. The other models of the chair came later because you cannot sell a chair on its own if you don't give a family strength of the chair. So we thought that you need to have upholstered. Upholstered could have been the whole piece, like that one, or half seat, but it's necessary to have both. The third sample we made, the third was in wood, because I said this chair is beautiful, so if we could make it for residential, no, or for a small cafe, and is a lot of time, a lot of investment. We start the first prototype 18 months ago. 6 months it took before the approval, and then 1 year for everything to go in production. At present moment we haven't got the real catalog, we haven't got all the official tests, but we are there. And so we hope by end of June there'll be full production, and naturally it will take 1 year before the wheel start to move in the correct way. This is the timing average for a chair, 1.5–2 years time.